Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have a $35 tournament final. So the winner of this will win $35 and the loser is going to walk away with nothing. Also, make sure to go ahead and check out Dragon Riders Games Facebook page, link down below at the very top of the description, if you want to go ahead and plan any other future tournaments. And we're going to have MTG Mac Attack versus Himiko Toja, and going ahead and hopping right in. We're going to see Tojo win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Decide to go first, 60 versus 46. We said we're in the finals, right? Alright, opening hands, we have Fateful Adventure, Red Rose Dragon, E-Telly, Basil Rose Shoe, and Vessel. So we are going to see the Tenyi Brave deck. No going second cards. They have Ash, Rhoda, Tracker, Lancia, and Wielder. Okay, so this is looking like 60 card Phantom Knight. Lancia could also just be a one-of for Dagda. Activate Rhoda, go search Ancient Cloak. You know, if people stop playing all these hand traps, you know, maybe playing Phantom Knights with a solid amount of extenders could be pretty good. The only problem is, like, going second, you actually, like, are forced to draw a double hand trap to ever stand a chance of winning versus Despia. Unless they just, like, draw poorly, then, of course, like, Ash FTK. Bring out Seer from deck with Grab, Ancient Cloak, go search Boots. And then special summon out Wielder, overlay those, go for Sea Dragon effect, bring out Ancient Cloak, and then So, am I missing something here? Did they already Seer effect? Graph, summon Seer, banish Ancient Cloak, search Boots, special Wielder, overlay Seer, detach Seer, special Ancient Cloak, no Seer. Okay, sometimes I like miss little things that happen because I'm like thinking about the bigger picture. But okay. Then we're gonna see the effect. Dump. They don't even set one. Oh, okay, never mind. This person just doesn't know how to play Phantom Knight. Yeah, scratch that. Never mind. Fair enough. I was like, they're already down many resources compared to what they should have been. Banish, summon Break Sword. I guess it doesn't matter how many times you mess up if you just Scythe Lock the opponent. Right? Effect special from Graveyard, about to say, summon an attack. You know, may as well give you Rusty an extra 800 attack for free. Go for Anaconda, effect, dump, and then they will go ahead and just summon out Enforcer. And then banish Gloves, go dump a trap, end phase, Enforcer effect, pop itself an Anaconda, Enforcer effect, and now pass turn, draw Otera. So during draw phase, they can banish Wings to summon Break Sword. In response to not Fogblade, Wings on Break Sword, they're going to chain to bring out Ogre. Okay. Bring out Break Sword, Rusty effect, target, yeah, not target Ogre, target the set. And then it looks like they're going to chain Ogre to destroy Rusty. Looks like that's what was happening there. So bring out Scythe effect, and then standby phase, DPE comes out. So now they still have the DPE interruption. Activate Fateful effect, chain DPE to go ahead and trade with that, and we're just going to see an admit defeat. So going on into game 2 now, we're going to see Tenyi Brave go first. Opening hands, we have Vessel, Temple, all of that. I don't need to see the rest. It's already nice. Phantasm. I guess like it's a going second card that puts a level 7 on board, and level 7 is like really important level for this deck. Valor, Vashuda, they have Seer, Terraforming for mine. Bell, Nib, Bell. Okay, Temple effect, chain Bell, Vashuda special summon itself off, and then link that, go into Monk. You know, every game that you resolve Vessel is a very good game. Because, like, fully resolving it, like, with both of its effects is so nice. Dump Ashina, grab Otera. Not Otera special out. Ashina, banish from grave. I was going to say banish from graveyard to go for Grandmaster, but I guess that just doesn't do as much as this. Yeah. Hulk effect. Like, this plays into interruptions a little bit more, but at the same time, the end board would be a lot better. Should be in defense. Go for Mech and Phantom Beast effect. Well, not a little bit better. It definitely becomes a lot better if you go for this. Because you can go ahead and put like the Herald of Arclight up, if that's what their plan is. Like you turn these into Herald of Arclight, banish Ashina, bring out Adara, Yazi, and then Grandmaster. So maybe that's what they wanted to do, but we won't know because they got hit with Nib. And now they have Ashina effect, banish to summon. Go ahead and summon out Vishuda. Now Adara effect, banish to add back Vishuda or Ashina, normal summon out Veiler, and then get rid of those. Go for Grandmaster effect to go search. So go grab Blackout. Now I feel like they're gonna Vishuda Nib, so that way, you know, if they don't, then Nib just outs Grandmaster and Blackout, which are their interruptions. So you kind of have to bounce that. Set pass, draw Token Collector. That's pretty good versus Sword Soul. So activate Terraforming, add Mine, and then activate Mystic Mine. Oh, they draw the Draco back. Oh my gosh, that's kind of nice. It's not game though, right? It says 26 attack plus 28. Plus they can Ashina go summon. Yeah, this shouldn't be game unless I'm missing something. Okay, they're not even going to try to do that. They're just going to go ahead and attack with these two, getting in some solid damage. Main phase 2, Ashina effect, banish, summon Adara. Now, link away, go for Monk. Could have also done this in main phase to get an extra 1,000 damage in. Adara banished to add back a different Adara that was already banished. Draw Fogblade. And yeah, this wasn't what they needed to win this. So now they're going to set Fogblade, activate Mystic Mine, end phase Blackout, pop these two maybe? No, pop Mystic Mine and Fogblade. Leave Seer in case if they have Ogre. Yeah, Ogre on this could be bad. Would have to be the top deck in 60. But I feel like if you just like play it safe at that point, you really can't lose. But we're going to see them admit defeat. Going to game 3 now. We're going to see Toja go first. Phantom Knight. Opening hands, we have Nib, Red Rose, Right, Gamma, Ashina. Yo, this hand's kind of insane. What are the odds that they draw Vessel? And they have Scythe, Boots, Torn Scales, Knight, Ancient Cloak. Oh, this hand's also kind of insane. Like, going first? Oh, jeez. Okay, normal summon, Knight special summon itself out. Okay, but before we keep going, who do you think is going to win this game? I'm not telling you to, like, comment down below, but, like, you know, just think in your head. Who do you think is going to win? The Phantom Knight player or the Tenyi Brave player? Oh, they're going to discard Ancient Cloak. Because honestly, at this point, like, Gamma Nib is really good versus Phantom Knight. Like, extremely good. Dump Graph Effects, Summon Seer, Ancient Cloak for Stained, and then Torn Scale summon itself out, Overlay. When do you Gamma? Because I think you're just holding, like, Nib Gamma until, like, Anaconda comes around, right? Possibly? Maybe not, because, oh, okay, well, alright, if they're going for Appaloosa, then, like, you save Nib for Anaconda summon, and then you Gamma Appaloosa. Okay, so that is probably what's going to happen. The opponent's also on 60 cards, though, so, like, they could be going for Assault things, but I feel like they would have done that game 1. But they also forgot to set. So who knows? Rusty effect, Chain Gamma. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, like, what if they just do the thumbs up like they did right there? Then, like, they're still gonna combo you. Oh my gosh, you could have just held Nib Gamma. And I mean, what, they end on, like, what, double Fogblade, maybe? And you have, like, the You have Right, which is insane. Right, Red Rose, Ashina. Go for Anaconda. Effect, pay 2k, dump Fusion Destiny. Dump the bricks. Could have also activated Nib on summon. I guess no matter when you activate Nib at this point, it's just going to trade with 800 attack points off Appaloosa. Banish Boots, go search Fogblade, set 2, end phase. Before going to end phase, activate Nib, just to trade. And now go end phase. ED, man. Yeah, I think they meant like end of main. Okay. I don't know what ED stands for. Then effect. Those are gonna get banished now. Pass, draw Griffin Rider. Now standby phase. Enforcer comes out. And then main phase. Activate Ashina. Special summon. And now thinking here, Enforcer effect. So Enforcer's gonna pop itself inside. They don't pop itself. What are you doing? What are you scared of? What does Ashina do if they have no extra deck? Why? So watching these replays sometimes really just like has me thinking. It's like, what are you thinking here? You're like, okay, I'm gonna pop Scythe and Ashina, and I get Scythe effect. Okay, I'm not playing in the Imperm. They're probably like, oh, I'm so smart, I'm not playing in the Imperm. If you pop Enforcer Scythe, you're also just not playing into Imperm, right? You're not playing into anything. You're playing around all of these adventure cards. Now you're playing into them because they can Draco back, bounce Enforcer. When if you just kept this card in graveyard, this card is now follow-up. It comes back. It's going to be a pop on your turn. If your opponent happens to survive, it'll be a pop on their turn. You're getting 2 pops through it, plus a 25 attack body. And your opponent's under Scythe Lock, so they have to do 6,000 damage through an Appaloosa Fogblade. Fogblade will go to graveyard, which can summon Rusty, which can summon Torn Scales back. Scythe summon out. And then Scythe effect. I mean, they're still in a really good spot here, but it's like, come on, you know? Activate Right. Special summon out the token. Bring out Faithful from deck. And then Fateful effect. So go search out Temple. And then discard. They're going to discard Nib. Temple effect. To special summon itself out. They're going to chain Appaloosa to negate. Then normal summon Temple. Fateful effect to go search. So go grab Draco back. Activate Draco back, effect, bounce Enforcer. Think at start of battle phase. So they were thinking that they wanted to Fogblade their own Appaloosa so that way it can't get beat over, but that's just never happening. I wouldn't say never, but that's just not happening here. Pass, draw Torn Scales. Dasher to summon Torn Scales. They would have to do this during their own main... Like, this is during main phase. This isn't a draw phase effect. Only in main phase, and I have priority. It is, you're right. So, Celestial effect. Chain Griffin. Oh, even this player's fumbling the bag. How do you not know Griffin's not a main phase effect? Like, Griffin summoning itself during the opponent's turn is what you do... I'm not kidding, 85% of the time versus Flounderies. And, like, people don't understand. You hold it in hand because, you know, people on Flounderies just play Dark Ruler and stuff like that. Or at least they did before Despia. The deck lists are probably going to end up changing more. And I don't even think Dark Ruler was correct then. But, so people play, like, Dark Ruler, right? Imperm, Prosperity, Duality, into these cards. But you just hold Griffin in hand, right? And then they're going to go, like, Map Effect. In response to Map Effect, you chain Griffin, right? You summon Griffin. Now they can banish and normal summon. But they're not going to have a time to activate Dark Ruler now. Unless if they want to, like, skip extra normal summons. And at that point, like, cool. Griffin was going to get stopped anyways by the Dark Ruler. But now it's doing something on top of that. Or, like, holding Fateful effect to, like, get Draco back. A lot of the time, people will just be like, oh, they probably have Draco back in hand. Or, oh, why wouldn't they grab Draco back? They're a bot. They don't know what they're doing. But realistically, you're holding Fateful effect to search/equip Draco back. according to what the opponent does. Because if they put up something that threatens the token, but not Griffin, you can Fateful equip Draco Baxt, so that way this can't get beat over. So that way Griffin Negate would still be alive through battle phase. It's like a lot of these small interactions that people don't think about, like with the adventure cards, that are actually huge interactions. Like, I've done that so many times, and I only played adventure cards at the YCS and PPG, and I think it came up both tournaments multiple times with the Fateful Draco Back thing, and the Griffin thing just comes up every time you play versus Foundries. Every single time. Torn Scales, discard Torn Scales, Chain Griffin to go ahead and try to negate. They're just going to let that go. They're not going to Fog Blade it. Ancient Cloak, Banish, go search Boots. Oh yeah, they Torn Scales, discard Torn Scales. I was about to say, they didn't Torn Scales, Sun Torn Scales, right? Because you can't do that. I remember it got negated. Yep. Torn Scales bring itself out. Special summon out Boots. Overlay those, go for Break Sword. Break Sword effect, destroy itself and token. Break Sword effect, special summon out. Now they cannot special summon Wielder this turn because they are locked in the darks. Could have done that a little bit differently. Calculating. They're going to get rid of those. Go for Dark. They do not have a Dark in their graveyard, so they're just doing this as Link Climbing. Banish Boots. Go search Fog Blade. Get rid of those. Go for Unicorn. Unicorn effect. Discard Fog Blade. Spin back Fateful. Fog Blade. Bring out Break Sword. Battle Phase. Okay, so they just absolutely fumbled the bag. They, like, Wielder could have been used as an extender, right? So, you could Break Sword, pop, token, Unicorn, spin back Temple. You don't even realistically have to Unicorn effect. And then you make access code. I'm assuming they're playing access code over Boral Sword. Yeah, I mean there should have been had to have been more ways for game. Had to have been a way for game. 100%. I refuse to believe there wasn't actually. Go for DeanOOR and then Zeus while this is a light and they're dark locked. But neither of them are gonna catch it. They don't know what they're doing. Temple banished to go search. So grab right. Could also grab right from graveyard to play around Droll more. And it's not like it's gonna matter in their deck. Assuming that like they side out Snow going second. Activate right, special summon token, bring out Fateful. And then Ashina effect. No banish to go summon Vishuda. And now Fateful to search monster. Grab Temple, discard Temple, go for Monk. Zeus effect to wipe. And now Adara, special summon out. They've only gone through one Monk, so they definitely have another one. Special summon Adara, get rid of that, go for Monk. And then Vishuda, bounce Zeus, it goes to extra deck. Adara, banish to add back. So Adara, add back Vishudo. Special summon Vishuda. They still haven't normal summon either, so they can summon Red Rose. It's just a tuner level 3 because they are locked in the worms. But that's still pretty good game to put up the Sword Soul Long Young Synchro. Attack for 1,000. They're going to use Fog Blade effect now. So, Fog Blade, summon Torn Scales. They're using this on that. You would want to Long Young banish this because like you would have the option to banish, right? And if you say I'm not using a trigger effect on summon of this Torn Scales, then why would they activate the graveyard effect when they're just summoning a body that they know is going to get banished and burnt for 12? So that just seemed wild. This wouldn't be Chainlink 2, by the way. This would be Chainlink 1. Because you turn player. Chainlink 2 trigger. Huh? Okay. But pass, they draw Ash Blossom. They have gotten rid of all of their follow-up. All of their engine is gone. special summon wielder. They just go ahead and out that there. They have nothing left, so they just lose to attacking over Ash. Wow. GG's, man. Really close. That was insane. What was that? That was $35. Now goes to MTG. Mac Attack. We can see that the match was about 36 minutes long. That was just so wild. You know, now that flounderies are extinct because of Zombie World, maybe these tournaments don't have flounderies, which means there's just people playing meta that don't know how to play it correct. Oh my gosh. Do I try to run up some... Do I do it? Ooh. Do I enter one of these tournaments? I could do that for content. Enter one of these tournaments, playing them, go over my matches. Or match, if I just lose the first round. I don't know, maybe I'll end up doing that soon. Yeah, maybe. I also have, like, wager matches I could do. I don't know if I want to commit to doing those. Especially because, like, the DB tournaments, where you have, like, 3 days to play the round. Like, I just hate those so much. Because, like, I have to, like, find a schedule for someone else. And my schedule is just all over the place, all the time. I mean, it's not like it's anything crazy, but I don't know. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.